but I'm going to show you actually how to use the SurfacePro, okay? So one thing that confuses people is actually SurfacePro already has a remote desktop, okay? If you search here, you can see it has one, but I tried this one. This one is really kind of garbage because and it cannot adjust the size of a screen, and the font is so small, I cannot see anything, okay? But anyway, so that's why actually I want to make sure, yeah, my OpenVPN is okay now. You can see my OpenVPN is running, right? Good. So everything's running here. So now what I'm going to do here is, so let me make sure here, for this one, my OpenVPN is down, yes. So at one time, only one of me, because now I have two copies, right? One copy is me, one copy is on the PC, one copy is on SurfacePro. Okay, so now let me show you how to do SurfacePro.
Are you using two PCs?
You are right about that.
Because yeah, you have two people who are in the meeting.
That's what I said. I have two copies, right?
Yeah. Which is kind of sus.
And so here you see here, what I'm doing here is I go to these Microsoft stores. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to search remote desktop. Okay, and so I'm just search remote desktop and search it. And this one, and it has a bad rating, but I thought it's okay. Okay, then let's install it. Okay, we install it. Take some time. Good. At least it's working. Very good. It's working. Take some time, but it's working. Yeah, this one oh yeah, good. Okay. So I found that if you are using it the first time, you have to actually use some kind of password and Microsoft ID. And I did that. So now I can actually download. So I launch it. Okay. And so collect two apps and desktop. So I push add here. I push add here. So then I choose desktop. Okay, and choose a PC name. So I need to find a PC name here. Let me find a PC name from the list. Okay, so let me choose a weird one, so nobody will use it. 192. 192.168.7.129. Okay, so great. So people actually was confused at this point, and so they were checking. You can see here I said PC name, right? That's the address. Normally you should input something like a 3w.thing.com, but in our case we are using IP address. So, but they are the same thing, okay? And as I mentioned before, the like 3w.thing.com, those kind of names are just the names of those IPs. I saw people were confused at this part. So they saw here, they said, okay, gateway. So we don't have a gateway. Gateway is called a router. So we don't have gateway. We are just doing the direct connection from our PC, from our laptop, from our Chromebook to the server. So we don't have any gateway here. So don't choose any gateway. So you can select here. So if you already did it, see here, I can get some edit, right? And like a 127.0.0.1. Then we save. Right now, you can find you have a gateway here, but you don't need a one. Okay, if you put something over there, it's wrong. So you need to choose no gateway. And then here, everything here is good. And I think here, ask me every time, fine. then all others default. You really don't need to actually open this one. You just need to input here. That's all you need. So then at this point, I just push enter. That's all I need. Then I just double click. Oh, there's one thing here I found out. Actually, we need to change the display because my Surface Pro has a very high resolution. And so I have to reduce the resolution a little bit.
Because it will lag the zoom.
It's not like a zoom. The problem is I cannot see anything.
So change it to 1366 by 768.
I found this one is okay to me. Right, this one is good to me.
My laptop screen is 1366 by
Okay.
768 pane.
Okay, when we just click, right? And then we just connect. What use connect gateway? What is it? I didn't choose any gateway. Okay, let me see why I don't choose. Oh yeah, so here. Okay. See this app, why people give low rating. I don't see where we can save it. Where we can save it. I don't see any save button here, right? So where's the save button here? So that's why people give bad name, give bad rating here. So I don't see anywhere there's a something called save it.
It probably
right?
automatically saves it.
Yeah, so let's see here. Let me open this again. That's why the rating is only 3. And it's not so kind of intuitive. No gateway. Now it's good. Okay. Good. So now we are here, right? And I'm going to use Caddy, and I'm going to input my password. Okay, and connect. Good. So we are in. So these are a few tricks, and so this is how you use it, as I mentioned here. So we are doing a lot of things. Professor Lauren Shashank, he likes the terminal, and I like too, but I like the GUI too. And so this is how you do it. Okay. So now I'm going to actually cut this video out of today's class and post on my webpage, right? And then I'm going to post in that doc later. Okay. And if you want to close it, and there are 2 ways. Once you click it over there, right? Then you just do connect, disconnect. Okay. So that's all you have to do to actually use remote desktop on Surface Pro. So as I said, the confusion may come from we have 2 remote desktop. Now, if I actually try to search remote desktop, you can see that this is the internal one, which was shipped with Windows. This one is the one I just added, right? Okay. So any question here?
So for the iOS version, we only have one. Is that correct? Which is the downloaded one for the Microsoft.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually,
we're going to be
just
using the
double
second one you
check.
downloaded for the Windows one.
For Surface Pro, you use that one. You use this one. For all other Windows, PC, laptop, you should use the default one.
Yeah, I have a Surface Pro.
Yeah, Surface Pro use this one. I found actually the default one is kind of really bad. I mean, let me show you here. The default one is really bad, and so if I do this, I can do the same thing, right? And then you can see here. Let's see, this is what I used the 1129, right? And that's why I decided, okay, it's not a good idea to do that. See, it's so small, I cannot even see it. That's a problem. I cannot adjust it. That's another problem. And so here I do okay, right? Then I do this again. You can see here, I have nowhere. I think there may be somewhere. Let me see the option here. Yeah, you can see, I don't see resolution here.
You have to go to display next to
Where
general.
This one doesn't work. I tried, it doesn't work. And I tried, it doesn't work. And so it's still, if for example here, right? Let's see, we do this, right? What do you want me to do? Make this smaller or make this bigger? So let's say make this small, make it bigger, right? Then you can see it's worse. See, it's still so small. I mean, you can see the font is so small. It only makes the screen bigger, but doesn't make the font bigger. So that's a problem here. And so I think the new version of the remote desktop, they can do this scale mode. The scale mode means when I maximize the screen, right? When I do this, something like that. And so when I push here, make the screen larger, right? So basically the font will become larger, but this one doesn't. But anyway, so I think this is only a software problem. It's really not, there's nothing here. It's just the bad programming, like my chat server, right? And so you really need to know if this one works, then you just use a good one, right? So no reason sticks to the bad one.